Welcome back once again to FTL everyone. I'm Kplays Games. I left you at the end of Sector 5 and we bought ourselves a fire beam, also known as the war crimes beam. We haven't actually been able to commit any war crimes because the only things we fought since we bought it have been automated scouts with no crew and rock ships with crew that are immune to fire. We did manage to save the life of Charlie, who we found at a distress beacon. He turned out to be super mega trained in shields, so he became our shields guy. So we now have a permanent 2-man boarding crew. We upgraded dodge. Our dodge is now 42%, which is great. We're holding on to lots of scrap because we're still on the lookout for a defense drone to shoot down missiles, because as you see we've taken quite a lot of hull damage. Most of it has come from missiles. That's why we need a defense drone. That's why I've got this scrap. So let's see if we can find a store in this nebula in Sector 6. The gases that make up the nebulas in this sector threaten to impair your systems, but you have to press on. That doesn't matter, we have 2 slugmen now, so we can always see the enemy crew. No store in sight straight away, so let's go up this way. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. They're offering to sell us 4 missiles for 1 fuel. Well, we need fuel and we got tons of missiles, so no thank you. That's not a store, no, and we'd have to double back on ourselves, so let's not do that. Let's go to this one. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. We can purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. Well, we've got all the weapons we need. I'm gonna attack the ship. Okay, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but flying out of their ship this way was a boarding drone who is going to crash through our hull, causing a breach and then cause absolute havoc on board our ship. What else do they have? They have a laser which does 2 shield bubble damage, so we need to keep at least 3. We need to keep the shields at 3, otherwise this will take down 2 bubbles and this beam drone will start cutting us to pieces. They do have a missile. They have 3 layers of shield, which is really annoying. Crew wise, I'm seeing, because of our slugs, I'm seeing a slug, a human, and 2 NG. The 2 NG is annoying, means they're going to be putting out fires quite quickly. They may or may not have a repair drone. The slugs can't see them because they're not alive. So they could be really fast at putting out fires. We're just going to have to wait and see. So I think what we're going to have to do is try and smash the weapons, because we need to get rid of this missile. Right, that's all their shields down. Now let's plan out where we're going to put the fire beam. I think like that. Set their drone system on fire. Try and turn off this incoming combat drone. Let's see where he lands. He's landed there. So let's get our 2-man boarding crew in to go and punch him in the face. Problem is, because this is breached, this will be leaking oxygen as well. It's not only are you fighting a drone with 150 health, you're also fighting against the oxygen deprivation. Okay, our weapons are almost ready to fire again. They are ready to fire again, so let's try and smash the weapons. Okay, good. We got through all 3 layers of shield. Let's draw another fire beam. This guy's about to suffocate. Let's get him in the med bay. Get the guy from shields, because we know that the shields isn't that important. As long as we have 3 shield bubbles, doesn't matter how fast they regenerate. So get this guy in here to fight the drone. Get Zaz ready to go back in. The slug's taking too much damage. Let's swap them over. He needs to leave as well. We'll get the NG in here because they're faster at repairing stuff. Ouch. Okay, he's fully healed. He can go in here and start repairing the doors. These 2 need to come up here and heal. Here comes another boarding drone. And it's in the oxygen, of course, why not? Engine needs to fix the doors. This guy needs to come here to be supplemental combat crew. Excellent, turned our weapons off. Let's do the fire again. Luckily, enemy ships only have a certain number of missiles and a certain number of drones. They will eventually run out. This slug's going to start beeping at me, so let's put him in the med bay and then put this slug in here to take his place. And this slug's also about to die. Let's move him out, and the human as well. Let's put him in the med bay. And the human. And this slug needs to go here. So luckily we could allow him to keep damaging the oxygen for a while, because we did upgrade it to level 2. Now these guys both need to jump in, they'll very quickly get rid of him. Okay, let's have a look. What can we do now? Let's try and go for the shields. Missed, oh well. Let's just set fire to them again. This is just keeping pressure on their systems. I mean, we're not killing the crew because our med bay is fully operational. Here comes another boarding drone. Cool. It's enough. A room that can contain 4 of our guys. This is good. It means we'll be able to kill it really quickly. Really quite quickly. Which is just what we need. That was scary. I thought that missile was going to hit the drone room. That could have killed all of our guys. They offer to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. Let's accept their offer, because this fight is really quite difficult. Because I don't like the fact that they've got 3 layers of shield and their missile and their boarding drone. So let's accept this. They're giving us 32 scrap to go away. Let's just accept. Our hull is getting really quite low. And the rock needs to heal up. Hopefully we'll find a store. Get a defense drone. I didn't bother turning on the anti-personnel drone because we have more than enough crew members to manually fight people on board. And of course it gives us a chance to train up our crew in close combat. No store in sight. Let's try... We know this isn't a store and this isn't a store. We can come back to these ones later from this direction, so let's go up here. Should have turned the fire beam back on. Oh well, never mind. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed above a small rebel space station. We've had this before as well, so let's attack it. Turn on the ion bomb. Let's identify. They have ion 1, which will take down 1 layer of shield. Combat drone, which can take down 2 or even 3 layers of shield if it moves too quickly. This is a beam weapon, a halberd beam. This does 2 damage per room it hits. And the way beams work is that you deduct 1 of their damage for every layer of shield that's up. And because this does 2, this can actually damage us if we still have 1 layer of shield up and only 1 layer of shield up. And that could happen quite easily because they have this, and they have a beam drone as well. So we could be in deep doo-doo here. So we might have to try and damage the drone system right away. And damaged it, didn't do us much good. The ion bomb will be going into the shields. We're going to have to keep firing at the drone system. Luckily they're missing quite a lot because we've upgraded our engines enough. Good, we managed to turn off 1 of the drones at least. Yeah, down go the shields. So now we have to concentrate on actually physically damaging the shields. Good, we heard a hull breach there. So the shields won't repair anymore. So we can switch back to killing their drone system. Good, they are missing quite a lot. And our engines man is fully trained, so our dodge is up to 45. See, it's repaired itself pretty fast. It's gone from red to yellow again almost instantly. Excellent. Excellent. You salvage what you can. 65 scrap, that's good. Have a look in the station. Storage site for military grade weapons. So you find one that can easily be attached to your ship. We have a burst laser Mark 1. Interesting. Now we have a decision to make. Do we persist in trying to use the fire beam? Or do we replace it with a burst laser 1 for another 2 laser shots? I think we're going to have to give up on the fire beam as a lost cause. It's never done us much good. Let's leave that in cargo and have the burst laser 1. And what we'll do is we'll power it. So as soon as we get into a fight, we'll have 3 shots from this, 2 from this, 2 from this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 of which can do breaches, 5 of which can do fire. That is an awful lot of weapon. Still no store in sight. There has to be one somewhere. Let's go here. If it's here, we might have to risk doubling back and wasting fuel, because we really do need a store. This drone isn't looking for you. Perhaps it's scouting ahead for the Rebel expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use this nebula for cover. Regardless, it identifies us as hostile. Pause. Identify. Laser 1, laser 2, doesn't matter. We have 3 lots of shield. Missile is annoying, even though we have a 45% chance of it missing. So okay, as soon as it decloaks, it has no shield, so as soon as it decloaks, we'll fire all this at its weapons, and hopefully that will neuter it completely. Good and bad. Some good things happened, some bad things happened. Good things is that we turned off the missile and breached it because I heard it. Bad thing is, the missile hit us, we've lost more hull, and it's put a breach in the med bay. Another good thing that happened is that our pilot is finally up to maximum evasion, so our evasion is up to 48%. Which wasn't good enough, because we still got hit. Right, let's smashify their cloaking device. There we are. Quite a lot of our shots are missing because we're finding more advanced enemies with better dodge. And off he goes. Excellent. The ship explodes, leaving us 3 fuel, 1 drone, 45 scrap, and a Pegasus missile. Pegasus is quite interesting. It looks like an Artemis, which was the one we started with and did 1 missile. Pegasus fires 2 missiles each time, but it only costs you 1. It splits it into 2 by the power of magic. So this can actually do quite a lot of damage to enemy ships. But I quite like having all the lasers and the ion bomb, so we're going to keep it as we are. There is a store. We're going to have to go here and double back, because even though we come here, nothing will happen. And the fleet will move ahead and we won't get any more scrap from it, but we need a store, A, to repair, and B, to hopefully find a defence drone. An NG cargo vessel hails. Propose mutually beneficial exchange of properties. That smells like a bargain. Let's see what he has. Hull laser 1, burst laser 1. He has some drones, but the wrong type. Well, we're going to have to just repair ourselves anyway. I'm not going to repair all the way. I never really take it much further than this. This is usually enough. We'll buy a little bit more fuel. And we have a decision to make. We're going to sell a Pegasus. We're going to sell a Firebeam. I think I'm going to sell the burst laser 1 and buy the other hull laser 1 that's here. A, because this gives us another 2 breach attempts, and B, because it recharges in exactly the same time as the other hull laser 1. Having 3 weapons recharging at different times is slightly annoying. Of course, this means when we're fighting the automated scouts, we have 4 chances to breach them now, which is fantastic. And I think I'm going to do something quite naughty. On normal and hard mode, you'll very, very rarely have 180 spare scrap to get 4 layers of shield. But we're doing it, and another 2 power to put into it, and still gives us enough scrap. 4 shield bubbles. As I said, this is rare. You'll probably only ever get to do this on easy mode. Now we're going to waste a fuel going back to somewhere we've already been. Instantly got the FTL drive jump ready. Bing! But it was worth it. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. It's another one of these lost rock armor transports. Well, last time we led them out, and we're going to do the same again. 2 fuel, 1 drone, 71 more scrap. Excellent. Let's get out of here. There might be another store around here, so I think we'll come straight down and just circle around, because all of these pings lead to the exit. We'll come down this way, I think. To remind myself, turn the oxygen back on. You spot a rebel ship in a nebula. Let's try and chase him, because we've got good enough engines now. You follow their vapor trails and surf onto their 6 o'clock. Weapons hot. Right. Turn the shields on, turn the oxygen on, turn all the weapons on. Let's identify laser 1, heavy laser 2, drone. So potentially they could take down all 4 of our shields, and they have a beam, so they can damage us. Can we get a crew kill? Possibly. If we instead configure ourselves like this, then we can ion bomb the medical bay. Hope they don't have an anti-personnel drone up here. I think we'll do that. So we'll wait for the ion bomb. Let's actually think about this. Let's try and break their med bay. Good. How many humans are running in? 1. Now this means that there's probably a repair drone on its way to fix this. Which is fine, because if they have an anti-personnel drone, there's no room for it in this room anymore, because it's got 1 human and 1 repair drone in it. Nope, they didn't have a repair drone, they're just really lazy. Well, that's fine, that's not a problem. And because we're fighting in here, they're unable to conduct repairs on it. I'm not sure whether we're good enough to kill them. Maybe not in hand to hand, but we can certainly jump away when we get the double full health like this, then instantly fire our weapons at the med bay and hopefully kill these 2 guys. Well, at least one of them. Good, that's him dead. Whoa. Our shields went down there for a second. That was quite scary. Right, our guys are healed up again. Damn. Okay, let's try ioning it, because I don't want to cause too much hull damage. Excellent. It hit. And it's been turned off. Good. This guy will die. So that's 2 out of 4. Which ain't bad. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to take our NG, we're going to put him in shields, and we're going to put the shield and weapons guy in the teleporter and bring them over here. Because this ion bomb effect is not going to last forever. And I'd rather not have to come out and go back in again and risk causing hull damage. So we're going to ion that. We're all going to jump in, and all 4 of us are going to fight them in the shield room. I ran them down here instead of running them into the shield room, because I wanted the 2 fresh guys with full health to occupy the first 2 slots, because when you teleport into a 4 room, the first 2 go up here. So I put our damage crew down here, so that these guys would fill these 2 top slots, and then their 2 guys would run up here and occupy these 2, and our 2 guys will not be taking any damage, they'll just be providing support and fire. Another thing to realise is that enemy crew are completely obsessed with their shield rooms. They'll prioritise fixing shields over anything else. You see their medbay is broken, but they're not fixing it, they're just attacking us. So we were able to get 4 on 2 and now a 4 on 1 before the ion's done. Cool, we got the crew kill. It's been a while since we had one of them. 3 fuel, 1 missile and another 47 scrap. Excellent. And some more close combat training for our men. As you see, the medbay only actually fits 3 people, even though it's a 4 square room. Only 3 squares of them are available. One of them is full of equipment. I send everyone back to their proper workstations. Turn the ion bomb off. Turn the laser back on so we're ready to get a volley in the next beacon. Put the dodge back up. Nothing here, save for vast swirls of gas reflecting rays from a distant sun. How boring. Uh-oh. You jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves into attack. Now we can run away because we've upgraded our engines well enough to outrun it, but I'd rather fight. So let's prepare to fight. Okay, well, we need power and oxygen for a start. Let's identify. It does have a heavy laser 1, but it's withdrawn. Because we're in an ion storm, this is also at half power. So it only has 1 layer of shield, a heavy 2, and an ion 2. Well, a heavy ion that does 2 ion damage. So I think we're going to want 3 layers of shield. And I think, well, ideally I would have had both hull lasers ready. But because it's cloaked, if we turn the burst laser 2 off and started to charge up the hull laser, it won't actually start charging until the cloak goes down. And this is ready to fire now, so we'll just leave it as it is. Our dodge is only... Well, the dodge is 25% with only 1 power in engines. That's pretty good. That's the power of training your crew. Again, we'll try and smash the weapons as soon as it decloaks. Good. We did hear a hull breach, which is great. So let's do the weapons again. Try and turn it red this time. Perfect. Right, this thing is now at our mercy. It'll probably get off another cloak. Not that it's going to do it much good. It can't repair its weapon system and it's completely broken. This is why I love having hull lasers. And I think we'll just go for piloting now. Lovely. And we get 1 missile, 1 drone, 62 scrap. Cool. Still want a store. You can't see anything. All we can do is wait for FTL to charge. Well, that's fine. We'll turn everything back on. Still no store. Oh well. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacons. We can attack the pirate, ignore the ship, or activate our advanced weapons threateningly, because we have enough weapon upgrades to have this, so we'll do this. They hail you. There's no need for aggression. Perhaps this would convince you to look the other way. So they're offering 3 fuel and 52 scrap, but we've got plenty of both, so let's ignore the bribe and attack. Okay, what we have here: laser 1, laser 2, halberd beam. Theoretically, they could damage us. If all 3 of the lasers hit, we'll go down to 1 shield, and the halberd beam, as we know, does 2 damage, -1 for each shield that's up. So it still could do quite a lot of damage, because halberd beams draw lines, and each room it moves through causes 1 damage, so it could do 3 or 4 damage. But that's if all our weapons fire at the same time and everything hits, which I don't think is very likely. Let's have a look at their crew. 3 humans and an NG. They do have a med bay. I think we'll try and smash the med bay and then board. Get the crew kill. Beautiful. That's good. This guy took a while to come in and help his friend. He ran away because he's suffocating. Okay, we're just going to have to jump out, go and heal up. I'm not liking the fact that there's an engine there. Let's just try and keep it damaged. Excellent. The engine's run away because their med bay's on fire. I don't know if you noticed, but this guy had the putting a fire out fire extinguisher animation, and because no one else is running in here, that must mean that both of it's on fire and all of them are too damaged to go in and fix it. This is good for us, bad for them. Yep, they're all pretty damaged. This wasn't 3 humans, one of them was Altan. Pop. Okay, the fire's naturally gone out, but the NG's been distracted by us up here. Oh, wasn't expecting that to be that easy. Oh, look at this. The ship refuses to fight, but you still detect life signatures. Apparently, this was a prisoner transport. The single survivor offers to join your crew in exchange for their freedom. Get 75 scrap. And the Rockman, who's level 1 close combat. Excellent. Not quite as good as a Mantis, but we'll take it. We'll stick him in here, because he'll definitely be a boarding crew. With 150 health. Yeah, let's just do this. Have you there? No. Weston needs to go here. Zaz is quite good at fighting, so he can be the other boarding crew. I'm going to be quite pedantic and move them out and put him here. Just so the rock is slightly closer to the med bay, because he's very slow at moving. Okay, straight to the exit. We didn't find a store, but we have got a whole ton of scrap to spend. This long range beacon is almost hidden with the nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Well, nothing else doing. What we are going to do is max the teleporter and max the power bars, just so we know exactly how much we've got to play with. So now this only has a 10-second cooldown, so now we can actually teleport these guys in 10 seconds later, get Weston and Mikhail in as well, so we can do 2 waves of boarding at the same time. Well, pretty much the same time. 10 seconds is good, and 10 seconds is also long enough for boarding crew to board an automated scout, do some damage, and then come back out before they die of suffocation. This can really help if it's an auto scout with really high evasion and you're having trouble taking down all its shields because all your shots are missing. You can go and damage the piloting, and quite cheekily you can use that to train your crew in close combat as well. You can run in and take an automated scout systems down to yellow, not red, because remember, if it goes red they'll lose hull. You take it down to yellow and then jump out. Then when you take something down to yellow, you get 1 level of close combat. So that's quite cheeky, because then, as we know, auto scouts will automatically repair that. As long as we can tank the damage and they're unable to damage us, you can just board, take it down to yellow, get some experience, jump back out, let it repair, board, smash a system, get more experience, and rinse and repeat until both your guys are level 2 maximum punchy face. But we're not going to do that. Next sector will be the civilian sector, because this was the plan. Come here and then work out what we need to do. We still haven't had a defense drone, so I'm going to do the civilian sector because we've got lots of scrap and we need to find some stores. So let's get into sector 7, which is a civilian sector, find a store, and hopefully, fingers crossed, find a defense drone, because I'm sick of missiles hurting us. Well, there's no store here, but there is a distress, so let's have a look. You find the source of the distress call. It's yet another small research station which is on fire. This is the 3rd time we've had this. So let's send the rock crew in. He puts out the fires, contract them. 86 scrap and another scrap recovery arm. Well, we've already got one, we don't need another one, so thank you. Another distress call, okay. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, ask them what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Now, this event is a bit of a meme. If you send the crew in to help, you always lose one crew member because giant alien spiders are no joke. We're not going to leave them alone because luckily this almost completely useless anti-personnel drone, who's only been used once in this entire run, gives us a blue option. So the anti-personnel drone will go and kill the spiders. You pull up alongside the station and release the drone through the airlock. Within a short time, the majority of the creatures are dead, with only a little collateral damage. They express their most sincere gratitude. Excellent. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, minus 1 drone part because we used it, and 39 scrap. Cool. Still no sign of a store. Could kind of play around in the nebula and then see what's up here. Then let's go up this way. Because we know that none of these were a store, because we were here. We know that that's not a store. Fingers crossed we do find the store. Okay, another pirate ship. We've had this as well. We'll activate advanced weapons and we'll ignore the bribe and attack. Ay, what is all this? Heavy laser 1, laser 2, so they can take down all 4 of our shields, but they can't do anything else. So we're going to have to keep the shields at 4. They do have a medbay, they have a mantis, an NJ, a rockman, and a human. And they have a bomb of unknown origin. Let's put the NJ in weapons because he's going to take over. Because Mikhail's going to board. Let's just instantly try and destroy their medbay. Didn't quite damage it enough. But I think we will in the next volley, which is coming right up. Cool. And because there was someone in here trying to fix it, he'll be on quite low health. Yeah, half. Okay, they're sending their rockman in to fight our rockman. Haha! They have an ion bomb. They fired it at our weapons. But because we have the ion resist augmentation, 50% chance of resist, we resisted it all, which is great. Okay, we've killed 1 crew member. This guy's coming in. So I think we'll get our second wave of boarders ready to go. Okay, the mantis is coming in. That's okay. Mantis versus rockman. We might have enough health to survive it. What we'll do is that we'll put our guys in the shield. As I told you, the enemy obsess over shield. So 2 of them are going to run over here. Like this. Which is superb, because the rockman's slow. He'll take ages to get here, so the mantis will be taking fire from both our guys. This engine will die really quickly. Sweet. And our 2 guys here are going to go up and start smashing the weapons. Not because we're in danger, just because they'll get close combat training from it. Well, this has worked out spectacularly well. Well done us. The ship was apparently carrying information about the surrounding beacons. You download what you can to the ship's map and scrap the rest of the ship. We get 59 scrap, and crucially, in a minute, you will see that every ping on this entire sector map has been revealed to us now, so we know exactly what everything is and where everything is. 403 scrap. God, we're rich. We're totally stonks. Because we have 400 scrap. No, I'm going to wait till we get a store. Wait for the rockman to make his journey home. And there he is. See, everything has been revealed. Now, do we have a path to get to both stores and the exit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do, because the enemy fleet is all the way back here. So let's take the fastest route to all the stores. I am obsessing about getting a defense drone. I'm determined. No life signs here. Good. Straight to the store. Fingers crossed. What do they have? They have a Mantis hull repair drone. I really want to buy that Mantis. Let's see who we can fire. Just get rid of Weston. Yeah, we'll get rid of Weston. Okay, buy Weston, and then we'll go to the store. And we'll buy the hull repair drone, a little bit more fuel. So this is now the boarding crew. A Mantis and a Rockman. He's the tank, he's the DPS. If we find another Mantis for hire, we'll get rid of Zaz and we'll replace him with a Mantis. And we'll have double Mantis boarding crew. Okay, another advanced weapon, so let's do it. Let's attack. Uh-oh. Okay, good for us, no medbay. Bad for us, 2 missiles. Good for us, weapon pre-igniter. Let's... Excellent, smash the weapons, jump into the shields. Both of them will ignore repairing this and obsess about their shields, like so. And in 10 seconds time, the second wave of board and crew will go in and help finish them off. And we're going to smash the weapons. Well, it says they're trying to escape, but they're not, because they're not in piloting, so they're not actually charging. Cool. The ship refuses to fight. We detect signatures. We have Lexi, who is maximum close combat trained. Because you're maximum close combat trained, I think we're going to dismiss Zaz anyway and keep Lexi. Just in case we'll get another Mantis, it would be nice to have Lexi. Just because she is maximum combat damage already. And we're going to buy the super upgraded medbay because rocks take forever. And because we may be sending in wave after wave of boarders, it's nice to be able to fix them up really quickly. See how much faster Mantis are than Rockmen. It's not even funny. Okay, onwards to the store. The final store. You discover a nearby planet speckled with settlements, although none respond to your hails. Well, nothing happened there. Are we moving a little bit too quickly? I think we have time to go this store, this, then out. These warning triangles means ship detected possible fight, which there is. There's a fight here. Let's continue. Okay, identify laser 3, beam 1, so we need to keep at least 4 shield on, that's fine. Missile, bit of a concern. Bomb, bit of a concern. No medbay, no concern, so we're just going to fire all our weapons at their weapons, and we're going to jump straight into their shield. Then 10 seconds later, the second group of guys are going to go in. Annoyingly, we didn't turn off their missile. Unannoyingly, it missed. They have enough hull that we can just fire all 7 shots and not worry about destroying the ship. Again, they're offering us surrender. No thank you. I'll get increased rewards from killing all the crew anyway. 62 more scrap. This is the power of having really, really fast cooldown on your teleporter, and having 8 crew members, of course. We'll wait for everyone to get back into position. Make sure everything's ready. Put this back on. An advanced rebel automated ship. stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Let's grab it. Okay. This is an ion Mark II. It fires 1 ion every 4 seconds. This can theoretically take down any number of shields, and they have a halberd beam. So we could get damaged here. And it has a cloak. But luckily we have 7 shots ready to go, so we'll try and break their weapons and breach it. Well, we damaged it, we didn't breach it, well that's fine. I don't think we need to risk boarding it. If the cloak catches us by surprise and we're on board, then our guys will suffocate because we can't teleport out whilst it's cloaked. So, still no breaches, but we have turned off both the weapons for a while. See, our weapon charge up is paused when they cloak. Again, we'll keep firing at the weapons because I really don't want them to come back online. Still no breach. But they are red now, so I think we'll try and break the cloak. Missed. Because when you cloak, it adds like 60 onto your evasion. And at this stage of the game, they'll probably have 40 odd anyway, so that's why everything missed then. Annoyingly, it cloaked at just the wrong time, or the right time from its perspective. Right, then we'll go shield, and hopefully it will die. Sweet. And we got 69 scrap. Let's see what was in the station. System repair drone and 36 more scrap. Right, fingers crossed. Let's have a look in the store. Let's see. Oh, the Holy Grail. We've been looking for this since we bought the drone control. We're not going to need that. We've got more than enough crew. I'm going to leave it set up like this, I think, for now. We're going to keep the hull repair drone. This just flies around your ship and adds between 3 and 5 hull hare points and then despawns. So it's really powerful to have. Oh, defense drone 1. Okay, now what we can do is concentrate on doing upgrades. Let's upgrade this so we have a damage buffer. Let's upgrade the dodge to maximum. Upgrade the doors to super mega blast doors. Upgrade the piloting, upgrade the weapons. Cool, so we can have the ion bomb and 7 shots. Look at these evil super mega blast doors because the NG's stationed in there. We didn't find another mantis, but 1 and a rock should be good enough. Oh, we might get a mantis out of these next 2 beacons, let's see. A missile shoots across your bow. When the jump completes, your scans quickly reveal a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. Oh, we're going to be a hero, aren't we? Let's pause. Identify. Little missile, big missile, heavy laser 1, don't need shield bubble. Defense drone 1 at last. This attempts, it says it shoots down missiles on asteroid, it doesn't, it attempts to. Most of the time it hits, but sometimes it can miss. Hopefully we'll see what difference this makes. In the meantime, let's try and smash the weapons and jump into piloting. Good. Big missile's been turned off. And 10 seconds later, the second lot of people can go in. Let's have a look. Does the defense drone shoot down the missile? It does! Hooray! Whoops. Almost got a mantis killed. The crew are all dead. 2 missiles, 1 drone, 50 scrap. Good. The ship we were trying to save exploded anyway, but we got 47 scrap from it. So bring everybody back. Heal them up. Depower this. Maximize the med bay. And put everyone back to their own stations now. We need to give Lexi a station. We haven't done that yet. She can go on sensors. Here we are. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Well, we're rejecting that offer. Right, let's have a look. What do we have here? Yikes. 2 burst laser 2s, so that's 6 shots, and a mini beam. So they can do 6 shots, which is bad, but only if they're both powered at the same time. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and smash the weapons just to turn one of them off and put them out of sync with their spool up. So hopefully that'll mean that they'll never get enough shots to take our lasers down and let their beam come into play. They have a teleporter and a med bay. Let's smash the weapons. Outstanding. And these idiots have jumped into the room right next to the airlock, and we have super mega blast doors. So let's just vent these guys into space. And ion. Now we'll. I think we'll try and. Yes. I didn't want to fire too many shots at that and take off too much hull, but I did want to smash their med bay. I think these guys are going to teleport away. Good. I mean, they're half dead anyway. They're coming in, they're going to die. Sweet. And now these guys are going to jump into shields, draw these guys in. Our 2 are going to go and give support. And that's the win. Lovely. No more life signs. 1 missile, 1 drone, 81 scrap. Let's close the doors. Bring our heroes back. Wait for the oxygen to refill in this room before we try and run through it. Make sure everyone's fully healed. Send them back to station. Depower all this. Put this up. Leave 2 bars here in case we need the defense drone. Okay, exit time. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Your ship is flooded with advertisement transmissions from nearby merchants as soon as you arrive. You pick one at random and examine it in detail. -2 fuel, +5 missiles? No thank you. So that's the end of Sector 7. We finally got a defense drone. And we got a Mantis crew member. And we've upgraded lots of stuff to maximum. So that is the end of this episode. I hope you come back for Sector 8. It's going to be all kinds of fun. Until then, take good care of yourself, and I'll speak to you later.